Norway have a proper sense of purpose here, a motivation to tie things up and look beyond the confines of this group. There is an expectant air, an enthusiasm and excitement. Victory will guarantee progression, and that is what they're seeking. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And now we observe the national anthems. So they need a win. They need a win to get them over the line.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the gateway for bigger things. Progression, for starters, brings greater financial reward. It increases the brand power.
He's had a shot! And that would have been some goal.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
He's having a shot! Well, the contact was true enough, the aim wasn't quite.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity.
Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Ball's gone out of play. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Oh, that's a key interception. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
He's got away. Real chance! A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, that was highly impressive. He went through them like a knife through butter, so that's raised an alarm or two.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. So we're still where we started right now. Ryerson carries the ball down the right. And here's Haaland. Haaland! And for a moment, time stood still.
Senegal definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Norway need a win here to make it through. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Now this could be a chance. Shapes to shoot! It's hit the crossbar. And they've got a throw. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Haaland might just make this. Ryerson was in no mood for any of that. Ødegaard. 30 minutes gone. And here's Haaland. And a chance! Goal, Norway! And we have liftoff.
The goal scorer for Norway after 33 minutes is number 10, Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland. Erling Haaland.
Norway have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, look, you've got to start your qualification process at some stage, Peter, and that goal is takeoff for them.
And he skips past his man. And here's Ødegaard. Berger. Shot a goal! He's got away with one there.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Norway are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And it's Ødegaard. And reclaimed it in a trice. Now it's Haaland. That has been slung wide. Tries one from range! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Haaland! Off the post!
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There's the shot! It's a decent watch, a frantic watch. It is half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
That's the
Any
first
strong
half.
opinions on the first
Let's
half?
hope for more of the
Norway
same.
probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Norway are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Please welcome everyone, our lads.
So 45 minutes from now, we will have a much clearer picture of it all. Norway leading courtesy of the game's only goal. And it's made its way to him. He's picked his way through. Shifted it to the flank. Now the delivery. That has been knocked clear. Haaland. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Ryerson. That has not gone well. Ødegaard. Good ball, good take.
Haaland really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Not the most accurate pass. Haaland is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
This looks promising.
The attendance for this match was 52,044.
Nicely weighted ball. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Engages and forces him off the ball. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
And here's Ødegaard.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That'll do under the circumstances. Spread it left.
Senegal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well timed, excellent interception. No, that's been intercepted. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Pass is just off target. Ryerson. And it's Berger. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good spread. And here's Ødegaard.
Norway surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's having a hit! And the difference is still one, but only just.
He really didn't cover himself in any glory. His finishing let him down when he needed it most.
Now it's Haaland. Nicely spread.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
That's been cut out, well played. And that's another good win of the ball. Now it's Haaland. Norway still ahead by the game's only goal. And he shoots! And there's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Substitution for Norway. Number 9.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 7.
So is that
Coming
the
on the
decisive
field,
goal?
number
Not much in the way of time remaining.
Number 18.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
That's going wide left. Goes for a shot!
There will be 1 minute added
Well
time.
cut out, no margin for error there at all. He's in a great position here, and the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are disappearing out of sight! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
And yes, it's him again. And the referee brings it to a close. Norway have laid claim to one of the most exclusive invites in football. They are into the knockout stage. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, it's a group campaign with significantly more ups than downs for me, and a big step achieved to take the pressure off for what remains. They're in a great position now.
Well, this competition has already provided us with so much drama,
picked that
and there are
goal.
so many teams still vying for supremacy, and no doubt there will be more. Perhaps after today's game, who knows? Certainly the demands from supporters are huge, both in terms of those in the stand and those of you who sit at home and join us from afar. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. Time for the first of the anthems. So it's away we go then. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. He's shifting through the gears here. Shot, surely! And that is wildly off target.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
That's a good run down the left. Now it's Haaland. Distributed tidily. Played back into the centre. Upamecano gets it clear. And here's Haaland. Played backwards here. Norway disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Olise receives it in a wide position. He's being urged to shoot. Now can he find a finish? Shoots! Oh, in he goes again! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
France really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed.
Can he finish? And he nearly went all the way.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
France have the chance to go the other way. That'll be a throw. Dembele, and he's had it nicked away. Good running, strong and purposeful. Neither of these two want to come off second best. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Driving on and making good progress. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Watchalong does well to get it back.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He's in a great position here. Played out towards the right wing. Dembele. Upamecano. Here's Chouameni. Rabiot. For Olise. No, that's been intercepted. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Ødegaard. Ødegaard, and the shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Ødegaard can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Chouameni, Rabiot, and it's Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely spread. Olise providing an outlet on that flank. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Hernandez.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Now it's Haaland. And here's Ødegaard. And the finish! Goal, Norway! And it's Norway who take the lead. piercing and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Shot a goal! He's got away with one there. Chouameni. The two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Berger. Now it's Haaland. Oh, good spread. He stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Le numéro 10.
Norway are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, it's a great ball here. He's had a shot! It's bounced back off the post.
Il y aura 2 minutes de temps additionnel.
Chouameni, Dembele, and Koundé. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Norway looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. So, into the second half. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Now it's Haaland. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
(3-0) and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Spread out to the left. Too long and over the line. Ødegaard. Ødegaard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Dembele just eases him off the ball. Ødegaard. Oh, what a ball! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Saliba. Rabiot. He's got away. And it's Ødegaard. Showing good feet. Strokes it back. Mbappe.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
That has been cut short. He has found the way through. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. So we've reached the hour mark. And he's lost his man. It's Rabiot! And that's a tiny finish. It could be a lifeline. 2 more needed. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
France may be down, but not out just yet. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Dembele. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
Oh, that's well spotted. Spread it left. Ødegaard. Ødegaard going face-to-face with his great rival. Rabiot. Dembele. Out for a throw. So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Hernandez has the space to scheme. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Norway are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. He's looking wide. Real chance! It's a goal! And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he gave up
Pour
trumps.
l'équipe de Norvège. Après 75 minutes de jeu part le numéro 23.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Changement en cours.
So now the difference is 3. Ryerson running with the ball. Norway have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Spread to the right. Olise. That's been cut out, well played. Mbappe. Mbappe! Rising over the bar.
Well, probably not the best way to try and get back into this game, but it could spark something into life.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 11.
France
Le numéro
making
7.
further changes here
À leur place,
and in quick
Le numéro
succession.
24. Le numéro 25.
Nicely weighted ball. That'll be a corner.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now they can spring out of defence. Good ball, good take. Some good work on the right flank here. Now it's Haaland. The final 5 minutes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Chouameni. Hernandez. And it's Chouameni. Shifted it to the
Il
flank.
y aura 4 minutes de temps
Plenty of space
additionnel.
out wide here. Bob. 4 added minutes on the board. Haaland is onto it in a flash. Akliush.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Takes a shot! And that is as much as we have time for. Norway really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Haaland voted man of the match, and deservedly so. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Norway were simply functioning free of pressure, as is their prerogative, because the hard work
Eh bien,
had all
ce
been
n'était
done.
pas le bon jour pour nos joueurs. Mais allez, ils feront mieux dès le prochain match.